operating a computer.
Your second day at work, I know.
Yeah. It did take me a while to even get a real name out of you. So,
Yeah.
okay, awesome. 1 second.
So why do you have an alias at work if your real name's Liliana? Why do you go by this alias?
It's so I can win bets against you.
Oh God, the things we'll do to win.
I know a whole dollar from you, Gary.
I know I'm not like that. I know you're like that. I'm not like that.
That's why you got arrested on your birthday for using counterfeit money.
Fraud. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So we'll get started. First of all, thank you for joining me today. Everyone is excited to get to hear about your experience with being an entrepreneur and working with Ugly Mug. So if you want to, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
My name is Gary Perkins. I work for Louisiana Central. We're an economic development organization and covers 10 parishes in central Louisiana. And I am the executive director of Business Acceleration System, which is our entrepreneurship program.
And do you want to tell us anything about like Wildwood and your experience with opening that and whatnot?
Well, I've also been in the restaurant business for 45 years, and one of my side hustles is Wildwood Pizza. My two children and I are in business there. My son does all the work there. He runs that, and my daughter is the marketing expert that helps us and helps Ugly Mug help us get more customers.
So tell us about when you first started working with Ugly Mug and how that very first meeting went with Wayne way back in the day. Hannah Broom was actually the one that asked me to ask you this, so I actually don't even know this story either. So I'm intrigued.
So I had started working with Jim Clinton, who is our CEO. He had taken over the organization that I was working for, and we were trying to do some marketing to grow both the BAS program and the organization, Louisiana Central. And this was back in 2010 or 11. I can't remember exactly which year it was. And so we had put out a request for proposals. We were going to spend $25,000 doing some marketing to try to grow our brand and our number of customers. And so we had three companies reply. The first two came in and just gave us the standard marketing company pitch. Used, whatever percentage for TV and radio, use this percentage for print, and they had some mock-ups, and they just went through their presentation. And then we had this young kid come in that had a tie that didn't match his jacket, and back then he had spiky hair, and he looked about 15 years old, and he comes in and sits down and says, I've been doing research on your organization. I've interviewed your clients. I've looked at your programs. I've studied your website. I just don't think you're ready to start marketing yet. And so Jim Clinton and I had that conversation in between these other pitches that the people had given us. And Wayne was the only one that had come in and done enough research to understand where we were and what we needed. And he wasn't just after the $25,000. So he ended up getting the business, and we've had a working relationship with Ugly Mug Marketing ever since.
And so what has your relationship with Ugly Mug been as far as, Wayne himself or even Hannah, Mara, just like what is your personal overall experience with Ugly Mug?
So, we use Ugly Mug, I guess, y'all, to do marketing, but also to help us put on events, planning. We feel like Ugly Mug's a partner at Louisiana Central, so Wayne is generally present when we're doing plans and what our future looks like and where we're headed. And then, just the actual marketing of the events we're doing. And we also hire Ugly Mug to help us put on events. So it's been a long and fruitful relationship. I hope y'all are as happy as we are.
We're happier maybe like on days where we don't have to see you.
I know, I can be trouble.
I know, like I said, Gary did get arrested on his birthday for using counterfeit money. So those are just the kind of things that we do whenever you're working with Gary Perkins. So
And I had to raise my own bail to get out of jail, you know.
but it was for a good cause, which the Homeless Coalition. So all is well. What's one thing or something that you would say to anyone that's considering working with Ugly Mug?
You got to do your homework if you want to get the most value out of any marketing company. And if you're working with Ugly Mug, they're going to stress that to you just like they should. And so know your target. Where are you trying to head? Who are you trying to reach? And also know the demographics of your existing customers and know a lot about who you're trying to reach if you're reaching out for a new market or new customers.
Is there anything else you'd want to add or like just say just overall your experience, maybe anything from like a Louisiana Central or a Wildwood standpoint, just anything else you'd like to add?
Well, working with Ugly Mug, you know, they are our partners, and you know, we share all of our information with them. We know when we're on target and when we're not. But it's having a very good vision of where you want to go, and be realistic about how long it's going to take you to get there. And you know, it's a partnership. So you know, you've got to have the ability to share where you are, what's going right, what's going wrong, which demographics you're hitting, which one you're not. And so if you don't do your homework, it's really hard to get value out of your marketing company.
Do you want to tell us a little bit maybe about the event that you do have coming up or any other events that you guys have that you want to share?
So when is this airing?
It's live right now. So
Oh, it's live. So yeah. Wednesday, we have a great event. We've got Neelaj Shah he's a Amazon reseller, and he's going to talk to anybody that signs up and shows up Wednesday morning at 8:00. How to sell on Amazon, how to sell on different platforms. If you've got a product or service that you can sell outside of this region, this will be a great resource for you as to things you need to do before you're ready to sell on Amazon, and then the step-by-step on how to do it.
I just dropped the link in the comments for anyone watching on Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn. They can see it now, or they can see it if they watch it later today or tomorrow. You can use that link to sign up and be a part of that class they have going on tomorrow. But Gary, like I said, it'd be pretty painless. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for telling us about your experience with Ugly Mug Marketing. And we look forward to having you barge in and join us in person probably soon at some point.
They're always good interruptions, though.
They are. They are. We appreciate it. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lily.